Hiya, it's Mr. Kempner. Got another lesson. Simultaneous equations in context, and specifically in real world context, which means real world situations. So, underneath your last lesson of work, rule off, write the title, write the learning objective, underline it in purple pen, write the date, pause the video so you got time to do that, press play when you're ready for me to keep going, pause. Right, now, last week we looked at two equations, two unknowns, simultaneous equations. And we had this whole strategy, which I did in purple, where we had equation A and equation B, and we had to either add or subtract in order to eliminate one of the x's or the y's. And then, if we subs in A, we checks in B. And if we subs in B, we checks in A. This was our strategy for solving simultaneous equations. If you're not clear about this, you have to go back and start at the beginning of last week and work your way through the videos. There's no point watching this video until you've understood last week. So, with all that in mind, either pause the video, make any notes, or stop the video and go and start again at last week, or continue watching to see how we start using these simultaneous equations in real world situations. So, let's start off with this question here. It's not that real world, still quite mathsy, but it's quite nice, I think. Find two numbers with a sum of 12 and a difference of 6. Well, sum in maths means add. Difference in maths means subtract. And I'm going to give you a hint here. The two numbers, we're going to call them x and y. So I want you to set up two different equations with two different unknowns using this information. If you think you can do it, pause the video, and even if you manage to do that much, have a go at solving them to find what these two numbers are. If you're completely clueless, or if you've had a go but you're still not sure, then keep watching. So, first of all, the two numbers with a sum of 12, they're going to be x plus y equals 12. The two numbers with a difference of 6 is going to be x minus y equals 6. Oh look, what have I got here? Two equations, two unknowns, simultaneous equations. So from here, I'm going to let you finish it and solve to find x and y. Pause the video so you've got time to do that, and press play when you're ready for me to go through it. So if you eliminated the x's first, you've got positive x minus positive x to eliminate them. So if you're targeting x's, you're going to be subtracting. Let's do it in blue. Positive y take away negative y. Positive y take away negative y is the same as positive y plus y, which is 2y. So I'm just going to get rid of that because it's quite messy. So if we're eliminating the x's, we've got 2y here. The x's have gone. We've got 12 minus 6, which is 6. Solve it by dividing by 2, and we get y equal to 3. Subs in a, so then we go x plus y equals 12. But instead of that, I'm going to write x plus 3 equals 12 because that's my solution for y. Take away 3 from both sides and I get x equal to 9. Checks in B. And I've got, instead of x minus y equals 6, I've got my solution for x. So 9 minus 3 equal to 6, so 6 equals 6. So the answer is correct. So that's your example number 1, in case that wasn't clear. You're going to create two equations with the information that you have and solve them simultaneously like we practiced last week. Pause the video so you've got time to make any notes and hit play. when you're ready for the next example. Okay, so example 2. 3 hats and 2 scarves costs £12. 5 hats and 4 scarves costs £21. Find the cost of a hat and the cost of a scarf. Again, just like last time, I want you to pause the video and have a go at doing this on your own first. Press play when you're ready for me to go through to see if you're correct. So we're going to try and set up 2 equations with 2 unknowns. One of the unknowns is going to be the cost of the hats. Let's call it H. So for the first equation, I've got 3 lots of hats, so 3H. And what do you think I'm going to call scarves? Let's call it S. S for scarves. So, first equation, got 3H plus 2S, and that costs a total of £12. For the second equation, I've got 5H and 4S, and together, the sum of those is £21. 2 equations, 2 unknowns, simultaneous equations. There we have it. We're going to do the A and B, but in this case, we don't have the same number of H's or S's. So what we're going to do, I want you to pause the video and try and finish this off on your own. Press play when you're ready for me to go through it. All right, so if I try and get the same number of H's, then I'm going to have to multiply both equation A and equation B in order to get 15H, which is the LCM of 3 and 5. However, if I target the S's, I only have to multiply equation A, because equation A times by 2 will give me 6H plus 4S equal to 24. And now you'll notice I have the same number in front of, in fact, it doesn't even need to be a plus. Just this number here, it's the same in front of both of them. So I'm going to write out equation B here, and I've got 5H plus 4S equals 21. And now, what am I going to do to eliminate the S's? Well, positive 4S take away positive 4S gives me nothing, so I'm going to take away 6H minus 5H. That gives me just 1H. 24 minus 21 is 3. So H is 3. Therefore, the cost of a hat is £3. Now, subs in. I'm going to sub into the original A because it's got the smallest numbers out of anything, which means I'm ultimately going to check in B. So 3 bracket 3 plus 2S equals 12. Remember, I'm substituting this value for H that I found in place of there. 3 times 3 is 9. Take away 9 from both sides. And I get S equal to 3 over 2, which is 1.5 or £1.50, because remember, it's the cost of a scarf. So this is what I think my scarf cost is, £1.50. But let's check it. If I subs in A, it checks in B. So instead of writing 5H plus 4S equal to 21, I'm going to substitute both the values that I found. So instead of H, I've got 3. Instead of S, I've got £1.50 or 1.5. That's 15. That is 6. And I get 21 equal to 21. Boom. Correct. Well done, me. 2 equations, 2 unknowns. Simultaneous equations. So it's all about setting up this real world situation into some algebra so that we can do our strategy for simultaneous equations. Pause the video and make any notes that you need to, and press play when you're ready to keep watching. There's one more example. I want you to definitely have a go at this on your own before I talk you through it. So pause the video and have a go. Right. We've got 3 donuts and 2 cakes costing £7. Let's call the cost of the donuts D and the cost of the cakes C. This one I've got 5 donuts and 4 cakes. Let's set them up. 3D plus 2c equals 7, and 5d plus 4c equals 13. Here I've got two equations with two unknowns, simultaneous equations, same sign. Oh, simultaneous equations. Sorry. Right, so I need to eliminate either the D's or the C's. Which do you think I should target? What's that? The D's? No, not the D's. Because if I have to eliminate the D's, then I have to multiply both A and B. It's not worth it. I want to make my life much easier by multiplying as little as I can. So I'm going to multiply equation A by 2. 3D times 2 is 6D. 2C times 2 is 4C. 7 times 2 is 14. And now I'm going to write out equation B underneath. Clear working, clear thoughts. Love it. Now, to eliminate the C's, what do I have to do? I've got 4C and 4C. I'm going to take them away again. All the examples involve taking away. It's not ideal. 6D take away 5D is 1D. 14 minus 13 is 1. That is my solution. So I reckon one donut costs £1. But I've now got to find the cost of a cake. What am I going to sub into? Subs in A. Looks easier. If I subs in A, I checks in B. There's my strategy. So now we're going to sub in here. 3D plus 2C equals 7. But instead of D, I'm going to write my solution, which is 1. 3 plus 2C equals 7. Take away 3 from both sides, and I get 4. And C equals 2. So I reckon the cost of the cake is £2. The cost of the donut is £1. Now the beauty of this method, let's check it in B. So instead of 5D plus 4C equals 13, substitute D for 1, substitute C for 2, and I've got 5 plus 8 equals, what's that about? And 5 plus 8 does equal 13, so I know I'm correct. Good stuff, guys. If you got all that right, give yourself some ticks in purple pen. If you need to make any notes, then write them down in purple pen now, and then look carefully at the show my homework instructions so you know what Hegarty task number you're supposed to do. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you later. Bye.